Megan, time for another boring old fat whiny woman, bonbon eating, triple chin, wearing bad hair, doing, because I like that. Video time. Anyway, thought I'd get on here and make a quick video. Might make two, I don't know. But I want to reach out to my spiritual discerners out there and ask if you've noticed stuff getting bad. Really bad. Back in June of 2018, I went from seeing things 1 to 2 times a month to seeing it 4 to 6 times a week. And since then, the growth of this stuff has increased exponentially to the point of seeing it 1 or 2 demons a night to seeing them all night long. That kind of thing. Not just talking about my house. I'm talking about, out places, stuff like that. It's getting pretty bad. Also, I'll get to that in a second. Let me cover a few points before. Things have also increased again. I'll get to that in a minute. But before I get there, have you noticed all this hate going around? Believing that's got something to do with it. Okay, remember, well, you don't have to remember that far back. Latest round of tornadoes in the south. News article came out that, they wasn't allowing people into a storm shelter, a tornado shelter, because they wasn't wearing masks. Are you kidding me? I would think the threat of a impending tornado is more imminent and deadly than possibly maybe. Are they carrying a virus? Who cares if they die in a tornado, right? Crazy. Also, it's going to get worse. How do I know this? Well, supply chain's been disrupted. People are being asked to kill their livestock. Milk production is actually dumping it. Farmers are being asked to till in their produce back into the soil. That kind of thing. Number 1 pork producer in America is shut down. So, yeah. What's going to happen when somebody has a starving child or starving family and they know you got food? What will they do then? If they're not allowing somebody in their home in their tornado shelter because they don't have a mask on, what other kind of evils will they resort to feed a crying baby? How do I know this is going to get bad? Well, last year we kind of had that flood and drought in the production of our food. You won't see prices increased for 12 to 18 months when there is a crisis. But you might notice stuff like peppers were a ridiculous price all year long at $2, which is crazy. Like I mentioned, the United States does not have a grain reserve. There was a big disruption in grain and wheat this past year. So instead of properly storing it, they put them in these great big huge bags. How big are these bags? Wide as my house, 2-story tall, about 10 blocks long. Grain's been stored in that for a year, little over a year. Tell me there's not going to be rot in that. I'm thinking at least 20%. So yeah, also people are not able to buy seed in certain states in the union. And I can, I'm not a daughter of a prophet or a prophet, but I can tell you this, I see things getting bad. A lot of hate, a lot of fear, a lot of problems. Somebody goes out and starts buying all the toilet paper, somebody go over there and punch them in the face. Or somebody buys a bunch of cans and somebody go and punch them and take their cart. It's just stuff like that going all over the place. You see more bad instead of help these days. With that said, now talking about the thing that got exponentially worse. Here a little while back, I've talked about this before a little bit about touching things. I don't recommend anybody out there touch a demon or touch the portal they come in, but I've actually touched a portal they come in, and it felt like 20 coats of lacquer on it. Also, there was one had left scaffolding on the ceiling. I was able to grab it, present it to my husband. Felt like 3-4 dog whiskers put together. And when I held it underneath the ceiling fan to show my husband, instead of it going down like this and waving in the wind, it stuck out like this and rotated like this. These things don't follow the rules of physics. Just letting you know that. Also, they look like they're in a thick atmosphere or thick liquid. If you ever seen somebody run underwater, that's pretty much how they move here. Don't think this is their natural domain. That said, what happened a couple of weeks ago? It was more like a month ago, but here we go. I was there asleep, and my cat likes to sleep on the pillow right above my head. I get awoke to the cat scratching the pillow, just going to town to it. Well, I have feather pillows. Nobody wants to see a feather pillow ripped in the middle of the night. So I shoo the cat away. I'm like, what are you doing, playing with your tail? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the cat's playing with his tail. So I'm over here shooing the cat away. Well, there was this thing about yay long and fuzzy and black. I mean, black as black. And it's laying there on my pillow, and I grab it, and it starts wiggling. It just starts moving. I scream, because I'm thinking, did I just pick up a rat or something? I scream. I wake my husband up. He starts screaming. He's saying he's looking at a demon cat right beside our cat. I drop that thing, and it slithers off the pillow and goes under the bed. That bothered me. Also, I had a couple of these things that come in. I call them bugs. They are bugs, but they're demon bugs. They're bright colors, but they come out of a portal, and they come out in droves like you would pour honeybees out. Best way I could describe it. And they can actually touch your face and wake you up. Oh, I thought I turned that down. Hang on a second. Oh no. Turn down. There we go. So anyway, that bothered me. That now these things are touchable. Before, you can put your hand right through them. But since that's happened, and since the bugs, no, they're starting to get more physical in this world. And by more physical, I mean more solid, to where you can actually touch it now. Just calling on my people out there who have this gift. Are you noticing the same thing? Because that is starting to get disconcerting a bit. And I do believe it has to do with all the fear and hate wafting about the atmosphere. Okay, that point made, I think I'll go ahead and send this one out and then get another one going, because I know a lot of people are asking questions and so forth about demons, and they have a lot of misconceptions, and I think I'll clear a few of those up. But anyway, let me get this one out and start the second.